Hey guys, it's Pat, and welcome back to another custom LEGO minifigure showcase video. This time I got the Penguin, the Riddler, and Mr. Freeze from DC Comics, more specifically from Batman. Now, by the time I'm recording this, I have now just started Gotham Season 4. I've been watching Gotham recently, which is really the main reason why I decided to make these DC showcase. The last one was Batman, Alfred Pennyworth, the Joker, and Jim Gordon. If you guys haven't seen that video, make sure to go check it out. It's on my channel now. So, this showcase number 2, I guess, in this series. Kinda, sorta. And the reason I chose these 3 is because these characters have been absolutely amazing in Gotham so far, especially these 2. The Penguin and the Riddler. They've been great. So, well, without further ado, let's get into it. First figure up is, of course, the one and only Oswald Cobblepot, a.k.a. the Penguin, a.k.a. the Mayor of Gotham, a.k.a. the immortal one of the gods, because this motherfucker can't die. He is literally immortal. This, he survived this long. He cannot die. And this version of the Penguin I took direct inspiration from the Robin Lord Taylor's Penguin from, of course, Gotham, starting out as a servant to Fish Mooney to becoming the mayor of Gotham, and now, whereas I'm on season 4, he kind of became the ruler of the Gotham's underworld, like the Criminal League and all that shit. So this figure is actually fairly simple. The hairpiece is just like the standard towel hairpiece. I actually got it off my Harry Potter. The older Harry Potter from the Lego. I got mine from the Lego Harry Potter Hogwarts. No, it's the Whomping Willow. The Whomping Willow. No, not the Forbidden Forest. Bridge Attack set or whatever the hell it was called. And that hairpiece has been used for Harry Potter recently. The older Harry Potter. It will be coming in the new Harry Potter sets. I'm sorry from, screwing with the camera and trying to, get a better angle on it. And the head is actually from Kylo Ren from the Lego Star Wars, Duel on Circular Base set. Sorry, I forgot the name. But I think it looks exactly like Robin Lord Taylor, how he looked as the Penguin. Of course, he just has, he has the little mole there, but it doesn't matter. And there's the alternate facial expression, which of course I don't use for him, because I think this side looks more like Robin Lord Taylor than the other one. I guess accessories out of the way now. This gun is just, standard. It was a Lego Star Wars blaster, cut it down to size. Same gun I used on the Joker, and on this actually is the Joker's pistol. I just took it from the Joker because I had this one, but it didn't really look like the one that he uses throughout the series. So. And I also gave it my black walking cane, because he does use a cane throughout the series. I think starting from season 2, after he killed Fish Mooney the first time, he started using that cane when he became mayor of Gotham, and yeah, so I'm taking that out of his hand now. And now the torso is actually It's actually from Tom Riddle from the Lego Harry Potter. Was it Hogwarts Adventure Book or whatever the hell it's called, from that Tom Riddle exclusive figure. And I painted over this bit. I painted over the vest, and I painted it purple, and as well as I painted the tie purple, because this looks exactly like one of the suits that the Penguin wore in. I tried to base it off the end of season 3 when he escaped with the Riddler and they were going to try to kill each other. Kind of based it off of that look, and more so just how I imagine the Penguin looks. Of course, he's not short. He's not short in the series. He doesn't have the top hat. But he did temporarily wear the bowler hat the Riddler had that he stole from him. So this isn't really. It's a basic custom, and the legs are just from that figure. So that's it for Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin. I absolutely love this version of the Penguin. I think he's one of the best live action versions of the Penguin to date. Next to, of course, Danny DeVito and Colin Farrell from the Batman. And the next figure up is his partner in crime, at least in Gotham, his partner in crime, Edward Nygma, aka the Riddler. Now, this version of the Riddler, I tried to base it off of Corey Michael Smith's Riddler from, Gotham, but I tried his hairstyle in the show is he has black hair and it's like swept up, so I went for the standard like Iron Man hairpiece, like the Superman hairpiece that first showed up in the Lego, well, of course, the Batman v Superman sets from like 2016. Damn, I tried to use that. It didn't really work with his head, which was actually Harry Potter's head, so I went with this hairpiece, which is actually which is also from the same Tom Randall Ferg I used for the Penguin's torso. I just think it fits Edward Nygma much, much better. Now, the gun is the exact same gun that the Penguin has. He did use a gun quite a bit in, I think after he killed, Kristen Kringle and kind of started started his path down to becoming the Riddler. He did use a gun quite often, so I figured I'd give that to him. And, the torso is just a... Pretty sure it was, I don't know, but there was printing on it, and I sanded it off using a nail file, which I do still have somewhere. I just can't seem to find it at the current moment. And I painted over it right there. That's actually not painted Sharpie. Then I painted a silver tie, like a looser tie, and I painted a question mark on the one side of the suit, his jacket, and also on the back, because he has, like, in Gotham, or at least where I'm at with Gotham, which is season 4, he wears a green suit quite often. I think after he killed Kristen Kringle in season 2, I think, or season 3, he often donned a green suit. With the bowler hat and everything. I think at the end of the series, he gets his iconic Riddler suit, which is covered in question marks. Which I think I don't know if I'll update this figure, so I don't know if I'll make that version, but this Riddler it's not that, like, complicated of a figure. It's not really that complicated of a figure. It's just, it's not anything too complicated. It's just a basic suit, basic torso detailing, basic, the head's not even painted, the hair's not even painted. So yeah, that's actually it for Edward Nygma, aka the Riddler. Another one of my favorite Batman villains, as a matter of fact. Especially this version of the Riddler. I think Corey Michael Smith's portrayal of the Riddler is one of the best, next to, of course, Jim Carrey and Paul Dano, the most recent version of the Riddler. Now, the final figure in the showcase, is Victor Fries, aka Mr. Freeze. Now, I don't think I've ever actually made a Mr. Freeze minifigure, so this is a first for me. And Mr. Freeze did, of course, make an appearance in Gotham. He was one of of course, his origin story. Tried to save his wife, and like who had a specific illness, froze her to keep her alive, yada yada yada. They did portray that in Gotham, but like they were talking about that, but his wife switched out like the vials. He was actually doing tests on people. It's like to like freeze somebody and then to thaw them out and they'd be brought back to life. He tried that many times. He finally got it right, but his wife, he was about to freeze his wife, and she switched out the vials, and when he froze her, he realized he used the wrong one, and if he thawed her out, she would just melt. She would just die. So, and then he killed her, and then after that he killed himself. But of course, it was brought back to life by Hugo Strange and Indian Hill, turning him turning his hair white, making his eyes he cannot survive without his ice suit. Which, honestly, that's a fucking cool villain, I'm not gonna lie. And, so here he is. Now, I might as well get this out of the way first. His ice gun, or freeze ray, or freeze blaster, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's a ray gun piece on it, that just a standard silver ray gun piece. one by one light bluish gray stud and a transparent blue cylinder to get the ice effect. And I also built this little thing here, like, to make it look like he's shooting out, like, to make him look like he's shooting out the ice, like, to kind of, like, get that effect. That's really what I was going for when, like, using the light blue transparent crystal pieces. Now, taking that off, moving on to the rest of this figure. The helmet is, like, the standard, like, the old astronaut helmet, like, race car, like, the standard helmet that a visor would go here, but, you know, I don't have a visor, and I had this helmet later on today, so I painted it silver, and then I painted the blue sections on, like, the side of the helmet, and taking it off, you can see the head I used was actually just, you know, the standard tough guy head is used on Bruce Wayne, Lex Luthor, Loki, like, you know, like, that's that head. And I also had this hairpiece here, which it's the same hairpiece I used on Storm in my X-Men showcase. And like, I wanted to show that he has like white hair, and which is that exact same hairpiece. And taking the head off, you can see this armor piece is actually like the scuba diver piece that was used in, like, the Lego City sets or whatever. And, like, I was originally gonna paint the detail on the torso, but I saw this armor piece lying around, and I had to use for Mr. Freeze, and all I did was paint it silver. Because there's a tank on the back, and that could represent like, the I guess the ammunition or the fuel coming from, like, used to power his using his ice gun, which I like the look of that, so I figured I'd use it. And yeah, overall, I think this is a pretty cool figure. I mean, Mr. Freeze is actually is one of my favorite Batman villains, and I think he was portrayed perfectly in Gotham. And it's the most recent version of Mr. Freeze to date. And I think that's the most recent version of Mr. Freeze. I think the first one was in, like, the Batman Classic TV series, like the 66 Adam West Batman, and then it was Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin, which a lot of people hate that version of. A lot of people hate that version of Mr. Freeze. I don't. Okay, you see, I don't. I like that movie. Batman and Robin is a good movie. 1997, George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell. I think it's a good movie. Fight me in the comments. I will fight back. It's my opinion. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for Mr. Freeze, and that's actually it for this showcase video. And just to show you all real quick, there's all of my most recent DC costumes. You see Batman, Joker, and Jim Gordon. I actually dismantled my Alfred because I'm planning on. This is actually his store, so I'm planning on using it to make a custom Mad Hatter from Gotham. So there's that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and comment down below, letting me know that you guys want to see more Lego DC customs, because I'd love to make more. I really would. And make sure to follow me on all my socials, links in the description below. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.